Well, today we got a double dose of our heavy metal homework to attend to. We have from the band The Sweet, Richie Onori and Jimmy Burkard. Guys, welcome to the show. How are you?
Fantastic. Great today. Thank you. Yeah, we're it's an exciting day. There's always something going on, but today seems special.
You just released the new single, Insane, came out about a week ago. How's that charting? How's it doing on YouTube?
It's starting to cook. It's being worked on radio right now and all the different formats. So things are starting to really cook with it. We expect it to do really well, mostly with the video attached to it too, the song. And Jimmy had a lot to do with writing that song, I'll tell you.
I'm proud of it.
Well, listen, before we take a deep dive into all that, Walt and I, we need to find out really what's the difference between the two versions of the band that's going on here. You don't have to get into all the details, but get us up to speed quickly.
Yeah, in a nutshell, Andy, after the band broke up, he kept on going with Sweet, and I don't think the band was too happy with that. The rest of the band, which was Brian, Mick Tucker, Brian Conley, and Steve Priest. So Steve Priest, I was actually doing a benefit, and I was playing with Keith Emerson at the time, and we were playing for Hurricane Katrina. So Slash came and Lukather. So I was the drummer that played in Keith's band and with Howard Leese, everybody you could imagine. And then Priest got up and we played Fox on the Run and Ballroom Blitz. And of course I knew those hits much about the band, and that was 2007. So what happened is we came together. He decided to get out of retirement because he didn't like the way that his legacy was being preserved. And when he heard me play, he was like, wow, you're the closest I've heard it to Mick Tucker. So we put Sweet together and we got the rights for North America, and we did Europe with Slade and so forth. We go as SP Slade. Andy Scott has his version right now. And right now he's ill, so he's sending the band out with no original members, so to speak, either. So when Steve passed away, we kept the legacy going along with the family. Maureen, his because this is what Steve wanted. He wanted us to keep the legacy of Sweet going. So that's in a nutshell.
Okay.
But let me ask you a question to further elaborate this, because let me ask a question here, because okay, we understand your connections are more with Steve Priest, but when it comes to the fans, like how do you guys clarify this? Honestly, it was a little confusing even for John and I. Or maybe in other words, like is it all good between both camps, or is there kind of bad blood between you guys and the other side?
We try to keep it very, I feel that if you're boosting each other up and he's on the other side of the pond, that we're both, it's all increasing everybody's royalties and everything's great. But, there's been some stuff thrown around about, when we kept on going after Steve Priest passed away, but it doesn't affect us. We're just slamming away, and our audiences, we keep on playing all over Canada, as you can see, and people, we just slay it up. We kill it live. That's how we blow the roofs off of places, and we're very proud of what we do.
Yeah. And it's like Richie said, there's no bad blood between me and those guys, between the bands. No, I think you got the hardcore fans for each version. You got Steve Priest fans, you got Andy's fans. Those are the guys that get, it's like the internet haters and stuff like that. But as far as me, I have absolute respect for Andy and the original band, and I want to carry the music forward, which is what we're doing, and Steve Priest was behind that. His wife is behind that. And it's an honor for me to play this music, Richie asked me to join. I said, oh, hell yeah,
Your unit's been playing together for a while, so it's been a cohesive unit. It was just, Steve passed away.
To 20 years. We've been, longer than the original band was together. So we've been doing this. We toured with Journey. We've done the whole thing. My career was, compared to, my career was great playing with Uli John Roth and all those different bands that I played with. I was in Heaven and Earth and all these different things in my solo project, or my solo act that I do, everything was great. Mm-hmm. But Sweet, I love Sweet, and it's part of my since we got Jimmy and this chemistry of this band, He's been in the band. You've been in about 3 years now, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the newest.
Kills. He's the newest. Yeah.
Well, guys, before we go into the singles, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, because Sweet is, listen, there's nobody out there that's in their 40s or 50s or older that doesn't know Sweet. I mean, it was played in the back of your parents' car. You go down the list of all the hits: Fox of the Run, Ballroom Blitz, Love is Like Oxygen, Little Willie, Action, AC/DC. But that's not easy material to perform, because there's very high harmonies and, big high range vocals. How do you guys pull it off?
We've got our secret agent Schultz on keyboards that has the real high vocals. Between him and Patrick and Stevie, and I sing also. Stevie's the bass player. We do our best, and like you said, it's not easy to pull off, but rehearse and do our best, because those guys were ahead of their time with the harmonies they were laying down.
Now, when you go out and play live, do you dig deep into the catalog because you're all pro musicians? Are you able to, like, I don't want to say do a exclusive album, but what's the live set list look like?
Well, No You Don't, which was that Pat Benatar's hit. We have Sweet FA, Set Me Free, with so many big hard rock bands. So what's great about Sweet, you've got the Little Willie and Wig Wham Bam and all that, which all the chicks flip on. So you're almost like, we got the Cheap Trick thing going on, but then we're also very heavy. And that's what was so great. And that's why Sweet laid it down. They were so well known from going from bubblegum all the way to like Deep Purple type stuff. And that's what you come to our shows. We are freaking, and we don't play to click. We're just full on assault. And now it's the best. We had Mitch Perry in the band before. You might know Mitch. He was a while, and but it boils down to, he was fantastic. Jimmy on the, we always, living in LA, you get the cream of the crop players. And also you just look for the right guys to really be able to pull off the Sweet set. And that's not a problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear. Before I ask you some questions on the singles, just one more question about the name of the band. Like, legally, are both camps allowed to use the name, or do you guys differentiate it in any way? How does that work?
I'll explain it, Jimmy. Basically, Sweet, Andy had Europe. He did not have North America. And so we did South America. We did as Sweet. So we have the trademark. We own the name for North America. When we went to Europe, we went under SP Sweet. If he comes here, Andy, he would go as Andy Scott Sweet. So, we share territories. It's like anything. It's like distribution.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, to expand on that, not getting too granular, there was other versions of Sweet from other original members. So this has been going on for 40 plus years. Was there ever any thought about, I don't know, combining everything now that Steve's passed, get with Andy, or his band is his band, your band's your band?
We reached out, we were, mostly with the Hall of Fame, when Wayne's World and Mike Myers wanted Sweet inducted in the Hall of Fame. Figure maybe that might happen sometime. It's good weather. We're all open arms. If that ever happens, we would love to include them on our side, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're wide open, man. We're, it's all about the band, the brand, the fans.
Yeah, and Jimmy, we want to give you some time to catch us up to speed on you, but you're sort of the newcomer. What's your resume? Like, where did you come from, and what have you been doing in the scene for, let's say, the years?
Yeah, I'm originally a Detroit guy, but I came out to Los Angeles, just over 30 years ago. So I've been around the scene in here, playing with a lot of guys, a lot of bands. I befriended the bass player in Billy Idol's band. So I've been playing with him a long time, and got to play with Billy Idol at some jams. Play with the Moby Dicks. That's Brian Tishy's kind of Zeppelin all-star band he does. Also playing a band called Westbound with Chaz West, and shared the stage with guys like Rudy Sarzo, Carmine Apiece, Vinny Appice, a lot of different guys, kind of the whole LA thing, right? Mike Inez, Simon Wright. I mean, that living out here gives me that opportunity to do that, and it's really cool. And through jamming around town, that's how I met Richie, and he knew of me.
Okay.
And I put out my own stuff too, instrumental stuff that I put out.
Yeah, that was going to lead. Well, next question: what other stuff do you guys do to supplement your income? You doing?
Do recording. I record. That's the main thing. Recording. I've taught lessons, but not so much. I'm a little impatient with that. I like to just create music as much as I can and do that. You know, and the gigs as much as I can gig, it all helps. So, yeah.
Last year you released the other single, "Little Miracle." Are you just releasing singles?
That's right. We're
For
doing
the moment.
we're that's the way you do it now, as you know. You release singles and then you combine them into one album and then you market them at that point in time.
Yeah, it's almost going back to the 50s when they released singles, and then the 60s
You're right.
and 70s came, and then the long play came popular.
Yeah,
So,
you're absolutely right. Back to singles.
You keep taking a bite of the apple, if you will.
Yeah.
So, what's in store for 2025? You have some dates. This will probably air after the Canadian dates, but how do you route a tour? Or do you look to get with someone? You doing the casino circuit? How do you plan that?
Well, we get dates usually all the way till April. There's always dates being added on. We just got a new Pennsylvania one, and there's more things. By working with our label, Dark Star Records and Chipster PR, a lot of things are happening. And what we're doing right now is the word is really getting out how great this act is. And I mean, it's been that way. Last year, we did about close to 30 dates. This year, we expect about the same or more, hopefully. Where there's even talk about getting a tour bus and that we would play some of those. They can't always, you have to be able to play a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, keep a band on the road. So we might even go that route. I've been talking with our partner and, of course, our partner, Maureen O'Connor, who's Steve Priest's wife, who's our partner in the business, too. But we have an incredible, we'll be doing something with Steve Priest, who played bass and sang on a track. And that will be our next release after this, which is a big, more like an 80s power ballad that Jimmy's going to be adding the guitar on, and it's going to be major with Steve Priest on. So a lot of dots are connecting how you do that. I mean, it was a lot with the pandemic. And then on top of it, Steve passing away. So, yeah, we've really gone through it. But at the same time, we're surviving quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what are these singles? What are these singles like? Little Miracle and Insane. Do they carry on the essence of the classic Sweet sound, or are they a little more modern thinking? Take us through some of the tracks.
Little bit of both, I would say. Little Miracle is more on the poppy side of what Sweet was doing. Nice melodies, very catchy, pop song kind of thing. And then Insane is more the rocker, heavier side of what they were doing. But we tied in all the vocal harmonies and stuff like what they had, which was their signature thing. So so far we've got the pop side, we got more rocking. This next one coming out, like Richie mentioned, is more of a power ballad, which Steve Priest wrote and he's on it. So trying to cover it all and right in the vein of them while moving this band forward, you know?
You guys are performing these songs, I assume, in the live set?
Yes. Going over good too.
That's good. So now here's like maybe an awkward or funny question, but Sweet or bands from that era, when they were out on TV or playing live in 1975, they had a certain look, glitter, hair, weird spandex, I don't know, strange haircuts. Please tell me you're not wearing that. I hope you go out there and you look the way you do now.
Yeah. We do our thing. Yeah, we're not doing like, hey, we got to look like them. I love all that. It was a big F you to everything. Steve Priest took that and went wild with it. And androgynous stuff. But no, we go out and rock it. We do our thing.
Yeah, and let me clarify something with Sweet. Only wore that during a period of time when they were looking for attention. They were in jeans and they were rocking out like Deep Purple. Their clothes. black leather jackets, the whole thing. 74, 75, they were all about rocking. They got out of that. But I do wear a mini skirt every once in a while. No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, hey, that's your choice. In this day and age, anything goes, I think. I don't know.
You guys
Or
are from
not anymore, not
California.
anymore.
Anything goes. I was going to ask you, because of the two camps, do you ever have people that maybe initially gave you a hard time that after they checked you out live have said to you, either in print or in person, hey, I was wrong. You guys, you stay true to the vibe.
Yes, absolutely. I've seen people that are mad, and then they'll private message us or whatever, or if it's at a show, but private message more, we get, hey, don't get discouraged by people. You guys are amazing. We would love to have you like over to Europe or whatever. You guys keep the legacy going. We're happy you're doing this, because you're not going to hear it live anymore. Why not? We keep doing it,
Yeah, let's be honest here. It's not the border skirmish like a David Lee Roth versus Sammy Hagar battle, but you guys still have your fan base, and as dedicated fans, these fans are territorial. So it must be rewarding for you to convert someone, and now they're fans of both camps. And like you said earlier, for the sake of the brand, it's like, hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We just played the Arcada. We just got back this weekend. We played Medina Inn and the Arcada, and it was a perfect example. Guy came up to me, goes, over the last 15 years, he says, I've been to every one of your shows at the Arcada. I remember when you were with Steve. I remember when Steve fell off his stool. We have the gamut of these fans. They keep on coming back because they want the thrill of the music and how we deliver it, the punch.
Sure.
And I would say, guys, economically, too, let's just be fair, right? It makes a little more sense. You guys cover the North America market. The other versions cover in the UK and Australia. Dollars and cents, it probably works out as well.
That's true. Yeah. A lot of expenses these days.
They're nice territories. There's plenty to go around. I mean, Andy is, he has a problem right now. So he's one of the one of these music rags saying about that all this band, they're going out and blah 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 blah, and now he's fallen ill, and so he's got his band going out with like I said. So fans just want to listen to it, and both camps can thrive. And if Andy wants to come here, that's fine. I mean, it's the battle of the bands. I'm just kidding, but the truth of the matter is that we deliver the goods. I mean, Jimmy is. You hear him on Insane how he plays guitar on that. I mean, come on, that's what a individual smoker. I mean, that guy, amazing, simply amazing. When we end the song "Love Is Like Oxygen," he does this solo, and we work off each other. It's standing ovation every night. People want this kind of rock. It's missing.
I love those sections. Yeah, we have a lot of points in the set where we just jam. And I, as a musician, as a guitar player, I love that stuff. We can stretch, you open it up. It doesn't get boring in the show. It's great for us every night to do that. It's emotion, and that energy, and that transfers to the audience. They see it.
Now, Richie, you opened a door, and we don't have time to really walk through that. But in 2025, some of these legacy bands, you're starting to see the bands pivoting to brands just by, like you said, Andy's not being able to go out. You guys were working with Steve all those years. So maybe it's a sign of things to come. It is what it is. So, well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I'm going to have you share your socials. Best way for people to get in touch with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit us. I mean, both singles are on all streaming platforms. So wherever you get your music, go there, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Instagram is SP Suite. Find us there. The Suite on Facebook. You can go to, I can't remember the actual URL for online, but you can find us on there, the Sweet Band, I believe it is, where we have tour dates. Look us up.
thesweetband.com.
Yeah, there you go, Richie. Yeah.
All right, I'll get all this together. It'll be in the show notes. So, Walt, any parting shots before we let these guys go?
Oh, guys, it was just nice to meet you, and this was very insightful. You clarified a lot of things for me. I'm excited, and if you ever get around to that New Jersey, New York area, I'll make sure I come and check you guys out. And best of luck with the singles and the tour dates.
We've played in those areas, absolutely. Both Rochester, New Jersey area. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you guys.
Then the invite goes, or if you get up to the Rochester area, we'll take a ride around and revisit some of our favorite spots.
We played up there. Yeah. Okay.
All right. There you go. Richie Onori and Jimmy Burkard and The Sweet. So check them out on tour. Get out and support the guys. Guys, have a great rest of the 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Metal for Life.
Thank you for listening to Metal Mayhem ROC. Check out our website at metalmayhemroc.com for information on podcasts, archives, links to all our live radio shows, and all sorts of info. Please like, follow, and share with everyone, even your non-metal friends. And always remember to keep it heavy.